What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another edition of the NFL Monday Football Hangover. Another Monday week 8 edition of the show. Thank you so much for watching. It's about to be week 9 already in NFL, huh? Thanks so much. You're watching the Solid Sports Gaming channel. Troy West here. We're going to be here every Monday after the NFL Sunday slate. Appreciate you guys so much. We got one more game tonight for week 8. That's the Giants going to face the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, I believe. Yes. Steelers are 5-2. Giants are 2-5. That'll be the final game for week 8. But of course, we're here to look over the rest of week 8. Going all the way back to Thursday night. Vikings, Rams kicked off this week. And then the big games yesterday. A lot of craziness. We'll get into all that. I'm just happy to be here again. Another Monday. Another nice day. Kind of cool, but I figured I'd do the show, of course. Welcome to the live chat as well. I think I'm going to do this show this way. I pre-recorded it, and premiere it so we can have a live chat when the show premieres. So try to get it by 3 o'clock, hopefully. It was no buys this week for anybody, so we got a full 16-game week this week. So we're going to get into all the games. Just a friendly reminder, on Thursday, episode 278 of the Solid Sports video blog, we'll look over the NBA. As the NBA will be a weekend Thursday. Thursday will be pretty much normal time, probably around 11 a.m. We'll go live and do the Solid Sports video blog. Of course, the World Series could be over, with the Dodgers with a 2-0 lead over the New York Yankees. But I think the Yankees are going to come back and make it a series at least. Then we got, of course, the NFL kickoff Thursday night, big game for the Jets as they at home against the Houston Texans. So Texans coming off a close win against the Indianapolis Colts, and the Jets, of course, using another game to the Patriots this time. So they started to get real dire for the New York Jets. But we'll talk about all that on Thursday. But this is our football show. So NFL Football Hangover for Mondays, every Monday, going all the way up to and after the Super Bowl. Super Bowl will be our last show. And then we'll come back, of course, week 1 next year. So we're going to start with Thursday night football, and then we're going to go all through the Sunday's games. So Thursday night, it was the Minnesota Vikings and the LA Rams. Rams was at home, winning it 30-20. Rams moved to, I believe, 500, or is they 3-4? Guess I'm gonna have to look here. I know the Vikings fall to 5-2. Right. So the Rams 3-4. Okay, so they get the 3-4. But the West right now, with the Niners, even though they just won, I think they only 3-4, 4-4. So real bunched up in the NFC West right now. So a big game for the Rams. But the Rams was healthy. They had Pachuca Natua back. Cooper Kupp was back. They both had big games. But of course, the controversy with this game was the face mask in the end zone that became a safety as Sam Darnold got his face mask clearly pulled on. It was a no call. So the safety stood and made it 30-20. Pretty much put the Rams ahead for good. You always could do the hypotheticals because it's not guaranteed the Vikings would have went down and scored. But clearly, that was the wrong call by the officials. And the Rams took advantage of it. They win it. Matthew Stafford continued to be steady as he is. Excuse me, I got company here. Like a bee. Sorry about that. Yeah, I told you about this beehive, y'all. That's near here. So I'll try to record the show without fearing to get stung here. But anyway, the Rams, big win for them Vikings. I was saying going into the week, it depends on how they looked in this game. I think they played pretty decently. I still think they for real. I still think they're going to be a contender at least for a postseason spot. But just an unfortunate call for them. That went against them, but Vikings lost now 2 straight after winning the first 5. And they in a tight position now. Detroit has passed them, and Detroit won. We get into the Lions' dominant win when we get to them, but they're now 6-1. So Minnesota falls out of first place with that loss. Like I said, Rams moved to 3-4. Now we get to Sunday's games. Don't want to talk about this game because me being a Ravens fan, very disappointing yesterday. Ravens fall to the Cleveland Browns 29-24. Ravens 5-game winning streak is at the end, and the Browns loses a 5 straight. They end their 5-game losing streak. They win, so they're now 2-6 as the Ravens fall to 5-3. Ravens, like I said, I was saying it. I was watching the game with my brother. I was saying it all game. There's certain plays Ravens was just trying to outthink themselves. I didn't agree with the Wildcat formation for Derrick Henry down near the goal line with 4th and goal. I agree with the call to go for it, but that particular play call, I didn't like. They should have just lined up normally, maybe just handed it to Henry, or did some play action with Lamar. I'm sorry, y'all. We're really getting bad out here with these Yellow Jackets. But yeah, it just was too cute. Threw the ball a lot. Of course, Derrick Henry only had 8 carries in the first half. I mean, basically, they stopped giving him the ball. They try to throw the ball too much. And the Ravens defense is bad on the back end. You know, the worst passing defense in the league. The Browns took advantage of Jameis. Like I said, he gave us a couple of balls to intercept. Of course, the one that would have sealed the game with Kyle Hamilton, he dropped it. A couple of drop interceptions. But that's what Jameis is. He's up and down, gunslinger. But when he's on, he's on. He was on yesterday, over 300 yards. So, big win for the Browns. You could tell it was just a different atmosphere without the dark cloud of Deshaun Watson, obviously. Browns with the win. They moved to 2-6. Ravens fall to 5-3. And now, hoping that Pittsburgh lose tonight so they can stay in first place. If not, the Steelers will take over first place in the NFC North. But I think the Ravens, as a fan, just didn't like a lot of play calling yesterday. And then we couldn't get pressure on Jameis. He was able to sit back there and carve us apart. So, unfortunate for the Ravens, they was able to fall. And this could be a big loss going towards the end of the season. Patriots beat the Jets 25-22. Patriots is a snide. I think they're now 2-6. And I think the Jets are 2-6 to be even with them, or 2-5. Let's see. Yeah, they both 2-6. Jets 2-6, and also the Patriots are 2-6. And with this win, the Patriots made the Jets are in last place in the division right now. I don't know, but Miami lost yesterday. I think they 2-6 as well. So I guess it depends on tiebreakers and stuff. But anyway, Jets doesn't look good. I can imagine. Probably sometime today or tomorrow, you're going to hear some type of news line. Aaron Rodgers said something or something. But it's clear that he has to play better. He hasn't played well this year overall. Now they got Devontae. He's still trying to fit his way in the offense. Garrett Wilson, though, been getting a lot more production. But still, they haven't turned into wins. But I think the Jets also turned away from the run. I think you got to get the ball to Breece Hall, let him be pretty much your vocal point on offense, and let everything else open up. Defensively, they've been up and down. This particular game, they didn't play well. Drake May got hurt, I think, mid-third quarter, and didn't return on a concussion. So Jacoby Brissett came in and finished the game off and able to finish the Jets off, as both teams now are 2-6, as the East pretty much has Buffalo's to lose. And we'll find out how they did in a few minutes. Eagles and Bengals. Dominant win by the Eagles, 37-17. So that means the Bengals fall to 3-5. Eagles are now what 5-2, I believe. This especially was the best game they had this year. 5-2 is their record. Jalen Hurts look like this. The Jalen Hurts I want to see for the rest of the year. But they've been featuring Saquon Barkley, which I think is smart. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith look healthy. This the Eagles team that could compete for a championship if they play like this every week. And the defense has been improving every game. So big win for the Eagles. I like this win for the Eagles. Cincinnati might be too big of a hole this year, maybe to dig out of. Like I said, the AFC still wide open though. So this loss don't destroy them, but a big loss nevertheless. Last 2 weeks, Burrow been up and down. But it's been the Bengals defense. The Bengals defense has been bad consistently all year. So now they have a big hole to climb. Now 3-5. Still in the mix for a wild card, but Eagles. Of course, we're going to talk about the Commanders in a second. So the Eagles still behind them, a half a game. But I like the way the Eagles looked the last 2 weeks, especially this week. But even last week they showed signs. So we'll see if they continue to build on it. Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Packers win it 30-27. Packers move to 5-2. Jaguars fall to 2-6, I believe. Let me be 100% sure. Packers, of course. Love got hurt again. I think it was this time it was his ankle. Was it his ankle? I believe it's his ankle. But anyway, they had to go back to Malik Willis. But Malik Willis did finish the game with a win. Jags, like I said, offensively, it seemed like they started to come around. Trevor Lawrence ain't played too bad. Kevin really had his best game, probably as a Jaguar. But the defense, again, wasn't to be desired for the Jags. Jags got a lot of money in the Lawrence and other things. So we'll see how this turns out. But big win for the Packers to keep pace with Detroit. They still a half a game out because Detroit got a loss, one less loss, but 6 wins. They both got 6 wins. So big win for the Packers to keep pace with that. We'll see what happens with Jordan Love. Will he return this week or not? But a big win for the Packers nevertheless as they go to 6-2. Jaguars fall to 2-6. And like I said, I don't see them as a playoff team. But we'll see if they improve from here on. Falcons at Buccaneers. Falcons win a big game. Oh, wait, excuse me. First, Lions over Titans, 52-14. We'll do the Falcons Buccaneers next. Tennessee, of course, like I said, they sleepwalking. But the Lions starting to look like the best team in the NFL now. Even over the Chiefs, just how they looked. Especially on offense. And Tennessee was going back and forth with them. It was 14-14, I believe. And I think Detroit just destroyed them the rest of the game. The running game, I think Jared Goff only had 85 yards passing. Something crazy like that. It was the run game for the Lions. Sonic and Knuckles, that they call them. So this Lions team looked great. Looked like a Super Bowl team. So we'll see if they continue to keep it up. They lead the North outright now. So big win for them. Just a dominant win on both sides of the ball as they move to 6-1. Titans fall to, I want to say 1-7, or is they 2-6? 1-6. I knew they only had one win. Wasn't sure about the losses because of the byes and stuff. So 1-6 for Tennessee. I think they well on their way. I think they probably wind up having the worst record in the NFL, most likely. But I guess other than that, nothing much else to play for Tennessee. But we'll see how that unfolds as well. But the Lions look great. The Lions look like a Super Bowl contender. We'll see if they continue to keep that up. Now we got Falcons, Buccaneers. Falcons win it 31-26. Falcons now move in the first all alone. Buccaneers fall to 4-4, and Atlanta is 5-3, and they swept them, which is huge. So that means for Tampa to win the division, they would have to finish ahead of Atlanta, not tied. So big advantage for the Falcons. Kirk Cousins, he was dealing yesterday. Bijan Robinson had some big plays as well. To give a reprieve for Tampa, had a lot of injuries. Of course, Chris Godwin is gone for the year. Mike Evans didn't play, so their receivers is real thin. So but still played a hard-fought game. But like I said, they blew last week. I thought they should have won last week. They missed an opportunity here, so now you gotta hope Atlanta loses some games or you win games to probably get the division. So a big win for the Falcons. We'll see how both of these. I think both of these teams make the playoffs. But it started like Atlanta is going to be a division winner. But we got a lot of football left to go. Arizona Cardinals over the Miami Dolphins. 28-27, last second field goal wins it for Arizona. Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. connection looks great. But the takeaway from this game is Tua Tagovailoa came back. Had some rusty moments, but overall, you can tell the Miami offense looked a lot better. But defensively, they struggled all year as well. So the Cardinals need to bounce back and catch them, win the game 28-27. Cardinals now are 4-4. Are they? Yep, 4-4. And Miami falls to 2-5. But a big win for the Cardinals as they now all of a sudden become contenders in the NFC West. Texas Colts fall to the Texans 23-20. Anthony Richardson. I'm gonna just get this out the way. Still need time to develop. You can see the talent there, but still need the time to develop. What 2 for 15 passing. But Jonathan Taylor kept them in this game offensively. Houston, like I said, Houston sort of remind me of the Eagles, even though the Eagles had a dominant game this week. Still no signature game when they say, wow, this team is going to be a contender. Barely squeaking by games. CJ Stroud bounced back pretty decently. But they just winning games. They 6-2. What the Colts fall to 3-5. But the Houston winning games. They win in this division. This their division to lose, especially now they won this game. Oh, Colts are 4-4. After that loss, Houston is now 6-2. But Joe Mixon has been the constant for the Texans on offense. It's been Joe Mixon. So hopefully he could keep it up. But a big win for Houston. Now they are 2 games ahead of the Colts and everybody else. You got Jacksonville who's 2-6, and then Tennessee 1-7. So 1-6. So I mean, you pretty much just X'd out your competition here. But like I said, a lot more football to go. But for Anthony Richardson, like I said, he's still technically a rookie because he didn't play much last year. But like I said, I think he needs time to develop into a more of a steady passer. I think he's sort of all over the place right now. So, the Houston Texans was able to get the win to take a 2-game lead in the division. LA Chargers, hosting the New Orleans Saints. 26-8 was the final there. Of course, John Harbaugh will just run the ball. So that's what they did to the Saints. Saints had no answer on either side of the ball. Started off 2-0. Now they're 2-6, so they 6 straight loss for New Orleans. Chargers go to 4-4. 4-3. I'm sorry, they had a bye. Okay, and yes, the Saints are 2-6, so they lost 6 straight after looking amazing the first 2 games. But we started to see that Dallas wasn't that good, and we already know what Carolina was. So don't seem as impressive definitely now that it did when it first happened. Buffalo Bills all over the Seattle Seahawks, 31-10. Seattle now is even at 4-4, I believe. Bills are 5-2. Is I'm correct? 6-2. I'm sorry, 6-2 for Buffalo, and Seattle is 4-4 even. So we're gonna talk about the Niners in a second. So Seattle's 4-4. Arizona's 4-4. The Rams are 3-4. I think so, and I think the Niners are 4-4. So I think that's how it's going right now. But Josh Allen, bounce back game for him. Buffalo running game starting to come together. Defense starting to come together. So the Bills are still looking formidable. Big win for them. Having Miles, they have miles and miles ahead of the East right now. Nobody's close. Everybody with 2 losses. With only 2 wins. So well ahead in the division. Should be no problem for them to finish it off. But we'll see about that. All right, next game. Let's go to the next game. As we almost through it. Bears Commanders. Commanders win it 18-15. I watched this game live. Of course, the Hail Mary by Jalen Daniels. What a play that was. Poor Chicago defensive player. He was barking at the crowd right before the snap. Then what happened. Washington, I give the Bears credit. Washington slowed Jalen Daniels down for most of the game. Chicago did. Washington did the same for Caleb Williams. It was really the final quarter where both guys was going back and forth. But the Commanders get the last laugh on the Hail Mary by Jalen Daniels for the Commanders to win it. So the Commanders still in first place at 6-2. Eagles right there at 5-2. Of course, Dallas lost. And the Giants play tonight, so right now the Commanders are in command of the NFC East, and we'll see how things unfold from there. But great game, great play at the end of the game. Happy for the Washington fans. Deserve a good football team, and you got one at least for right now. So, and the Bears, fall to 4-3. Big loss because they fall to last place of the division. As everybody else with 5 wins at least. So Bears going to have to turn it around and get a win in their next game, and we'll see. But great game. Great game to the end. The Hail Mary was great. As Commanders with it. Go to 6-2. Bears fall to 4-3. Broncos over the Panthers 28-14. Bryce Young, of course, had to play. Looked it okay the first quarter, but then after that, Broncos was able to clamp it down. Bo Nix had one of his best games of his young career so far. So I think Denver is even. Let's see. I know Carolina is 1-6 or 7. 1-7. Oh, Denver is 5-3. I'm sorry. Denver's 5-3. So they hold it on. Even though the Chiefs are 8-0 now. Oh, 7-0. Sorry, they had a bye already, so they 7-0. So Broncos really 2.5 back. But big win for them. I think they got a chance to be a wild card team. Bo Nix has played decent for a rookie, and then the Panthers are just the Panthers right now. So, but big win for Denver as they go to 5-3, and of course. The Panthers fall to 1-7. Chiefs over the Raiders 27-20. Another just textbook win for the Chiefs. Defense again was dominant. Patrick Mahomes was up and down as always, at least for the last year and a half. As they win it 27-10. Just don't have no words. They just keep winning, no matter what. DeAndre Hopkins, you can tell he's still trying to learn the playbook. He ain't played much yesterday. But this Chiefs team, if they ever get their offense together, it's going to be unstoppable. As they go to 7-0, Raiders fall to 2-6. Yep, and Raiders, I don't know if they're going to trade Max Crosby. As these big time players going to get traded. I think the trade deadline is next Tuesday. I thought it was this Tuesday, but it's next Tuesday. So, still a week to think about it. Gardner was up and down again. But I hope they make it. I hope they make it somebody to turn around. But I just don't see it happening. Chiefs cruising right now. We'll see what they do next week. I don't know who they play next week off the top of my head, but hopefully it'll be a bigger challenge than the Raiders was today, or yesterday, I should say. And Sunday Night Football, our final game, we're going to review. Niners win it 30-24 with the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys just all over the place. Can't run the football. Can't stop the run. Just a mess all over the place. Dak Prescott. I did it because out of respect, I just thought that he would play a little bit better. This Cowboys team, they got injuries on the defensive side of the ball, but even before those guys went out, there was a bad run stop defense. So, Niners get a good win to stay at pace in the West, as I think they've moved to 3-4 or 4-3. Let me see for sure. 4-4. Okay, so they had their bye yet. Dallas is 3-4. So, Niners, like I said, I think it's a three-way tie with Seattle, Arizona, and the Rams are 3-4. Excuse me about that. So they right there. So that division is going to be crazy, I think, the rest of the year. For the Cowboys, now fall to 3-4. Of course, they 3 back of the Commanders now, or 2.5, whatever you want to call it. Eagles are strong right there. Giants are the Giants. So we'll see about that. But a big win for San Francisco. I think they still got to be the favorite to win the division. Just because when they get their guys back, they'll still be the best team in this division. So, big win for the Niners to keep pace. All right, so that's it for the Week 8 game so far. We got one more game to go tonight. The New York Giants will visit the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, Giants coming off the embarrassing loss to the Eagles. And the Steelers' big win on Sunday Night Football against the Jets. Russell Wilson returned, had a great game throwing the football. So say like Pittsburgh now have our offense, but we'll see. But I like the Steelers to win this game. I just think defensively they're going to be able to shut the Giants down. 6 points, that sounds about right. But I want to see if Russell Wilson take another step forward with this offense. If so, the Steelers are going to be definitely a contender in the AFC with that defense that they bring home every night. They bring on the court. Bring on the field every Sunday and Monday or whatever day they play on. I'm rambling a little bit. Sorry about that. But the Steelers, even as a Ravens fan, I'm hoping the Giants can pull out the upset, but I just don't see it happening. I think the Steelers going to win it tonight. It might be closer than you think, but I think the Steelers will win it. I don't know. People like to give scores here. I'm gonna go 24-13 Steelers. I think they win by what's that, 11? Even though I said it could be closer than that, but I think the Steelers are going to pull away in the end. I think the Giants are hanging there, then the Steelers will pull away and win the game. All right, so that's it for our Monday Football Hangover. Try to do a quick half hour is usually the time. We're right at a half hour. Thank you so much for watching. You can watch the replay. If you're here with the live chat, thank you for coming with the live chat. Put in, definitely comment in the chat. I'll shout you out tomorrow. Tomorrow's shout out Tuesday, so if somebody comment, I'll definitely shout you out. Thanks so much for watching. We got World Series tonight. Of course, I just mentioned Giants, Steelers in the NFL. NBA tonight. Don't know who played off the top of my head, but sure we got a couple of NBA games tonight. So all three major sports in full effect. Even the NHL, we went through the NHL in there as well. So definitely join me Thursday live. We'll be earlier. I'm going to say about 11-ish. I'm going to say 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'll put an official time in a few days once I figure out what I'm going to do with that. But thank you guys so much for watching. NFL Monday Football Hangover with me, Troy West, every Monday until Super Bowl Sunday. That Monday after that will be the last one for the season. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the football. Hopefully your team did well. Mine didn't. We're about halfway through the season now, so we're about to see some separation and some teams making their mark on the league. We'll see in the next few weeks. I can't wait for it. Big Sunday this Sunday. Next Sunday it'll be another. We'll be back right here on Monday to review it all. Week 9 of the NFL. Thank you so much for watching. Troy West here. See you guys next time. Hope you guys was able to enjoy the live chat. Definitely comment, like, and subscribe. If you comment, I'll definitely shout you out tomorrow. Peace and love always, guys. Thank you so much for watching.